guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you are doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. So, are we ready for part 3 of the Cozy Caravan? I know that I've been having a lot of people commenting asking when the 3rd installment of the Cozy Caravan is going to be out, and it is now. We are now on the 3rd Cozy Caravan. So last we left off was in Maryland, and now we find ourselves in Massachusetts with one of my absolutely, like, one of my most favorite series of all time. It is a family skeleton mystery series. The first one is A Skeleton in the Family by Lee Perry. You guys know how much I freaking love this series. It's just so good. It's so good. Okay, so moving back into her parents' house with her teenage daughter had not been Georgia Thackeray's plan A. But when she got a job at a local college, it seemed the sensible thing to do, so she had to settle in and begin reconnecting with some old friends, including Sid. Sid is the Thackeray family's skeleton. Yes, a skeleton. He is my favorite character, hands down. He's lived in the house as long as Georgia can remember, although no one, including Sid, knows exactly where he came from and how he came to be a skeleton. I love this series so freaking much. I can't even explain to you how much I love it. Go run and get it. I promise you will not regret it. The next state that we're going to is Michigan, and this one looks adorable. I haven't read this one, but it's Barely Departed with a little bitty bear. It's a teddy bear mystery series by Meg Macy, and it looks adorable. It says, the Silver Bear shop and factory might be the cutest place around, but there's nothing warm and fuzzy about murder. It looks freaking adorable. I can't not. The next state that we find ourselves in is Minnesota, and I have talked about this series quite a bit on my channel. It is the Magical Cats Mystery Series by Sophie Kelly. This is staged in Mayville, Minnesota, and the first one is Curiosity Thrilled the Cat. When librarian Kathleen Paulson moved to Mayville Heights, Minnesota, she had no idea that 2 strays would nuzzle their way into her life. Owen is a tabby with a catnip addiction, and Hercules is a stocky tuxedo cat who shares Kathleen's fondness for Barry Manilow. Beyond all the furs and purrs, there's something more to these little kittens. When murder interrupts Mayville's Wild Rose Summer Music Festival, Kathleen finds herself the prime suspect. More stunning is her realization that Owen and Hercules are truly special, perhaps even magical. Now with a little legwork from her 4-legged friends, Kathleen may be able to solve this perfect murder. I've read all of the ones in the series. It's just so good. So good. Okay, so then we find ourselves in Mississippi with Miranda James's Cats in the Stack series. This is Murder Past Due. Everyone in Athena, Mississippi knows Charlie Harris, the good-natured librarian, and a rescued Maine coon cat named Diesel that walks on a leash. Yes, a leash. He's returned to his hometown to immerse himself in books, but soon enough he's entangled in a real-life thriller. A famous author of a gory bestseller and former classmate of Charlie's, Godfrey Priest, may be the pride of Athena, but Charlie remembers him as an arrogant, manipulative jerk, and he's not the only one. Godfrey's homecoming is as a distinguished alumnus couldn't possibly go worse. By lunch, he's put a man in a hospital. By dinner, Godfrey's dead. Bum bum bum! I love this, and to have a sleuth as a man is very rare in a cozy. So if you like that, you should go check it out. The next one is, we are now in Missouri. Missouri was hard to find, guys, but we've got Family Skeletons. A spunky mystery genealogist traces a family's roots and digs up a deadly secret. This is the Tori O'Shea mystery series. It looks really, really interesting. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the cover. I feel like the cover could have a redo, and the whole series could have a redo in cover design, because I feel like it would grab a lot more of readers, because I love the idea of like a genealogist tracing family roots. Like, I really, really like that, but I don't know, it looks good. Like this, it sounds good. It does not look pleasing to my eye. But this one does. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we are in Montana, and this is The Last Pen Standing. This is a stationery shop mystery series by Vivian Conroy. Stationery, guys. I am loving this. As the new co-owner of Tundish, Montana's stationery shop Wanted, Delta Douglas knows how to organize a killer crafting event. Creativity and cardstock are all she needs to move one step closer to her ultimate dream, developing her own line of crafting products. But on the night of the workshop at the swanky hotel venue, glitter isn't the only thing found sprawled on the floor. A hotel guest is discovered dead in the bar, and amid the confusion, Delta's best friend is suspected of the crime. It just looks adorable, guys. Adorable. All right, so we leave Montana and we go to Nebraska, but guys, I couldn't find anything in Nebraska. I looked at like 20 different websites. If you know a Nebraskan, I feel bad because my husband's was born in Nebraska, and so I feel like I should have been able to find a Nebraskan cozy, but I couldn't. Let me know if you can find me a Nebraskan cozy, because you guys were fantastic for Delaware. Let's see if you can find Nebraska. All right, but then we find ourselves in Nevada, with a Disguise to Die For, a costume shop mystery series by Diane Valerie. I love, love, love the Sherlock-inspired sort of like costume on the front of this cover. It looks wonderful. No sooner does former magician's assistant Margot Tamblyn return to her home in Proper City, Nevada to run Disguise de Limit, her family's costume shop, then she gets her big first order. Wealthy nuisance Blitz Manners needs 40 costumes for a detective-themed birthday bash. As for Blitz himself, his Sherlock Holmes is to die for, literally. When in the middle of the festivities, Margot's friend and party planner, Ebony Wells, is caught brandishing a carving knife over a very dead Blitz. It looks adorable, and I'm putting it on my my TBR. Right now the Kindle is $3.99 as of this filming, so you should go and check it out. We leave Nevada and find ourselves in New Hampshire with Deadly Appraisal. This is a Josie Prescott's Antiques Mystery series. The first one in the series, is actually co-signed to death. Josie Prescott's friend thought she was nuts when she left her high-paying New York auction house job and her boyfriend to live on the rugged and beautiful New Hampshire coast. Truth is, Josie wondered a little herself. Never mind that peripheral involvement in a well-publicized price-fixing scandal made the possibility of a new start incredibly enticing. Things are looking better, though, now that she's got her own auction business up and running and has made something of a success of her new life. That is, until she gets mixed up in a murder and the supremely eligible but emotionally distant local police chief seems to think she is the prime suspect. It looks really, really cute, and I'm all about antiques and things like that. All right. Last but certainly not least, we find ourselves in New Jersey with Night of the Living Deed. I actually own this one by E.J. Cooperman. This is a haunted guest house mystery series. Newly divorced Allison Kirby wants a second chance for herself and her 9-year-old daughter. So she's returned home on the Jersey Shore to transform a fixer-upper into a charming and hopefully profitable guest house. But when a bump on the head leaves her seeing not only stars, but spirits, Allison realized that the real challenge she's facing is out of this world. You get it? Get it? Okay, I'll go back to the synopsis. The two residing ghosts are Maxie Malone, the foul-tempered former owner of the house, who has definite opinions about Allison's design plans. And Paul Harrison, a private eye who'd been working for Maxie. Both died on the house on the same night. The official cause of death was suicide, but the ghosts insist they were murdered, and they need Allison to find out who killed them, or the next ghost in the house will be Allison herself. Bum, bum, bum. So those are the 10 next books that I found for our trip across the United States. Let me know, what did you think? Did I miss any? Do you think that you could find some others? Let us know down below. But that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.